In the previous video, we created a time series chart using this data, in which on the x-axis we had these years and on the y-axis we were representing the different shirts, pants and others values. However, some time back, Google Data Studio made a change and now Data Studio is unable to read date in this format. So we cannot give this year column and say that this contains a date and only the year part of that date. Whatever data source that we provide to Google Data Studio, its date column has to be in a particular date format, and which is why a lot of students in the past few days have been getting error while creating this time series chart. So this is an update video. In case you are also facing some issue in creating that time series chart using this data, I am providing a new CSV file. This file is named Timeseries 2, and in this file we have this date format. That is, instead of just the year, we also have the date, month and year values. And this is the standard format which is recognized by Google Data Studio as a date. So now if we use this data to create the time series chart, you will not see that error while creating the chart. However, when we are using date like this, we need to specify that on the x-axis we are going to have only the year values. So we need to do some special configuration, and I'll show you what that configuration is in this video. Let's go to Google Data Studio. So the first thing we have to do is add this CSV file as a data source. Click on add data. Here I'm searching for a file upload. Connect to a CSV file. Choose the time series 2 file. Once the file is uploaded, click on add. And as we know, a default data table is created by Data Studio. We do not need this, so I'm deleting it. Let's insert this line chart now, time series chart, and put it here. Before we configure these parts, the dimension and metrics of the chart, let's check out the data source. So in the resources, we click on manage edit data sources. Here we'll click on edit. And you can see that this date column is by default picked up by Google Data Studio as a date type column. So you do not have to go and select it as a date. Data Studio automatically picks it up as a date. So we do not have to do anything here. Now on the x-axis, we want the dates. However, you can see that the dates are coming with months and date value. We just want year values here. To do that, we will just click on this edit icon in front of the date dimension. Now, instead of this date as normal date type, I'm going to select year. So out of that whole date value, it is going to pick out year. This configures the dimension part, and on the metrics, I want to look at all these three, that is shirts, pants and others. So I'll select shirts first. You can see that a time series line chart is created for shirts category. On the x-axis, I have the dates in year format only, and on the y-axis, we have the sales contribution. Let's add the other three parts also for pants and for others. So here you can see this is the same time series chart. Earlier we were able to create it with the previous CSV which contained only year values. Now I have changed the year values to proper date format which is understood by Google Data Studio as a date. With that date format, I can select that out of this date, I just want to plot years. So here I have made that change, and using this, we can create the time series chart. So in case you are facing issue, try out the same diagram using this second CSV file in your resources.